And Peter Wright went through the whole first half of the season without winning a title himself. All of a sudden, the pair of them joined forces at the World Cup of Darts and won the whole shebang for Team Scotland. And that seems to have ignited a spark for both players, because Wright went on to win in Germany at the weekend, and Gary Anderson has picked up his arrows for the first time
140
in a while in those two events, and didn't have any success in either Vegas or Cologne, but has produced some really good stuff here in Barnsley this afternoon. And anyone who thought that Gary Anderson
140
would not be a serious contender to successfully defend his World Match Play crown, you're going to have to think again.
35.
Anderson has just beaten Gabriel Clements, the man that Peter Wright beat on Saturday in Germany, to win that World Series title. And the Flying
100.
Scotsman averaged over 100 in that win. He's looking for a finish of over 100 in the first leg. Has to find a way around that to swerve it into the treble 19. Couldn't
92.
pull off that trick. Peter Wright, in his quarter-final win against Vincent van der Voort, had a crucial 1-2-1 break of throw early in the piece. He did it on the bull.
96.
Wrong side of the ring on this occasion. Gary's got his sums wrong. And now he's got to have to somehow find a way around a double darted double. Right reprieved.
Game shot.
And does break in the first leg. Anderson beat Marco Cantele in his first match of the afternoon, and then saw off Mark Webster 6-3. Same scoreline against Rhys Robinson, and then
140.
a 6-2 success against Christian Kist before that 6-3 win against Gabriel Clements. Reminder, the semi-final is first to 7 legs.
96.
Peter Wright, who's hit 20 180s across 5 matches so far this afternoon, has had a very, very difficult run to this semi-final. Wins against Mark McGeaney, Kim Huybrechts, Dimitri van den Berg, Glenn Durrant and Vincent van der Voort. In that Durrant match, Snakebite was 4-0 down and 5-2 behind.
59.
He's averaged over a ton in each of his last 3 wins, including 113.1 in a 6-1 demolition of Dimitri van den Berg in round 3.
87.
The last time the pair met, Peter Wright put in a similar kind of display to the one I just mentioned against van den Berg and demolished Gary Anderson. He beat him 6-0 in early May here in Barnsley. But Gary does win 2/3 of his ties against Peter Wright.
171.
What a shot that is, though, from Snakebite. The 171
140.
leaves double 4, which would double his lead. Shaky snaky at the start of this match. Has Anderson found the treble? He hadn't.
26.
And nor has he found the double, so Peter Wright once again let off by Gary Anderson. And Peter pins double 1 to pull 2 clear early on. Yeah, Anderson has won 26 times against Peter Wright, who has
100.
defeated Gary 14 times. Have been a couple of draws in there in the Premier League. Some key matches as well.
92.
The last 2 meetings on the floor have ended 6-0 either way. Mentioned the one that Peter won earlier this year. Gary
100.
Anderson won a final last year with a whitewash. By the way, I know there's plenty of attention on this match. I should mention that there is another semi-final going on right now.
60.
That's between Justin Pipe and Ron Muhlenkamp. Dan Dawson providing commentary over on stream 1. Here on stream
58.
2, well, some people would say we've got the final. But it doesn't work like that. The winner of this to take on the winner of that in a best of 15 leg encounter. That will be over on stream 1, so don't forget to change stream after this to catch a final.
85.
Well, Anderson is down to a finish, but Peter Wright here has every chance of breaking again. Might look down, might look at the bull.
99.
Chose to go downstairs. He's left 116, and Anderson's not going to take out 158. It was a bizarre way
98.
to attempt it. Was looking to score 108 with his first 2 darts, and then go for the bull. The mind boggles.
96.
Both players are giving each other opportunities early on. You're not teammates now. Well, Gary doesn't like the lie.
Game shot.
He loves the lie, really. Stepped across, found a way. He's found a way back into the match, but no, Gary, you're not playing that captain's role. Peter has to throw first sometimes.
$121.
Yeah, Ron Muhlenkamp and Justin Pipe underway on stream 1. Big day
97.
for both of those players. Muhlenkamp hoping to end that trend of losing in semi-finals. Pipe looking to end a title drought that's lasted half a decade.
55.
It was another Anderson who got us all excited earlier on today. Kyle Anderson hit
81.
a 9-dart leg in the first round, in the first leg. Gary Anderson having a forensic inspection
100.
of his darts in the background.
$99.
Peter again in pole position.
140.
Having got that breaker throw early in the match, he'll just want to hold on to that advantage. But Anderson knows he only has to break back
82.
once, and the advantage is his. Well, has to go the 20 route. But he doesn't know whether he wants to go the bullseye route or not. I think he will.
Game
He
shot.
does, and he's hit it. Never in doubt, Peter. Don't give Gary Anderson a shot at anything. That was the thinking.
80. $180. $82.
Maximum number 21 for the day for Peter Wright.
$100.
Well, Gary Anderson has almost had to go to the board to retrieve that dart.
45.
Yeah, 21 maximum from Snakebite has totally eclipsed the 14 hit by Gary Anderson today.
100.
And Wright, a man who is perhaps better known for his finishing in this kind of range.
136.
Piling in the power scoring this afternoon. You'll have to go for the ball either now or at the end of the visit. Got rid of it for double 18.
85.
Well, he hasn't gone the 18s route this time. This is the right
Game
route.
shot.
That's the right route, Gary. 158 out. Peter was walking back, ready to take aim at the double, and Gary Anderson had other ideas, but he still thinks that he's got the throw. Well, maybe Gary got so used to throwing. In fact, I can't even remember if Gary was ranked higher than Peter in the World Cup. They've been flipping around
100.
positions between the pair of them and Darryl Gurney. Michael Smith is now between
91.
them in the world rankings, heading into the match play. Anderson ranked 4 in the world. Peter Wright ranked number 6. I'll tell you what, Peter Wright was ready to return, having missed a dart double 18. That 158 could be a huge, huge shot in the context of this match, and indeed in this tournament.
180.
Leave him in, Garrett. You can fit another 3 sets in there.
$60.
Well, he has to stay there to leave a finish.
100.
He's found a small section of the lipstick to leave himself an easier finish. Peter trying to pull off the same trick.
100.
Or can he find a way around it this time? I think the other side looks more likely. Has he found it?
58.
He hadn't. Peter now trying to defend that break of throw. Wants double top,
61.
but he's over the top. Now Gary can cancel it out. Another. Well, he's missed a big number.
48.
Careless from Gary Anderson.
32.
Once again gives Peter Wright a gift.
Game shot.
And Snakebite says thank you very much. Big, big moment, having produced that magical 158 checkout in the previous leg. Anderson couldn't simply hit a big section.
57. $96. 140. $100. $96.
An interesting little statistic in matches against Peter Wright. Gary Anderson's average across all of the 42 they've played prior to this is 103.
100.
Peter Wright's a shade under the 100 mark. They have had some incredible
58.
games. In fact, many of them on the floor. The one they had earlier this year saw Peter Wright post the highest average of the Pro Tour season so far when he recorded 114.2 in a 6-0 whitewash of Gary Anderson.
Yep.
Anderson has had higher than that
90.
in a Pro Tour final. Beat Wright 6-1 in 2017 here in Barnes over 115 average. Not seeing that kind of quality just yet. But Peter Wright is picking off the crucial doubles at the crucial times.
Game shot.
And he's done that here for a double break of throw. And now Peter Wright has this match in the palm of his hand.
97. 100.
110 checkout took Peter's average over 100 for the first time in the match.
134.
Carrying on with those darts that he won the German Masters with, despite all the talk of a set of
100.
blue darts that he's been practicing with. I wonder if they'll get an outing in Blackpool. Peter, of course, playing Vincent van der Voort in the first round, the very last match of the first round. A player who is beaten today. Anderson drawn against Danny Noppert. He'll be in action on opening night as the defending champion.
93.
Peter Wright has half a dozen darts to mop up 130 and move within a leg of today's decider. Wrong treble. Was looking for the 18s.
80. 140.
You're looking for a single 18 now, or perhaps a single 10. Here's a 10. 2 20s.
Game shot.
And one leg is all Peter Wright needs. No, it's not over yet. It's not finished yet, guys. They've got it all wrong in this match, haven't they? People used to think that Peter Wright and Gary Anderson
85.
were the worst of enemies. Well, now they're the best of friends, having lifted the World Cup for Scotland. Comedy capers
100.
on the hockey.
$134. 93. 140.
Well, Anderson is down to a finish. Peter Wright needs to find a couple of trebles to leave one himself. Can't do it
100.
after firing the first dart in the 20.
$128.
Well, Gary's miscounted again here. Left himself double 17 earlier on in the match. This time he's left himself double 7. He got himself in all sorts
60.
of trouble when he did that. And he might be finding himself in a bit of bother here.
10.
Because Peter Wright is at match point. Not going to go. Anderson will return looking for 2 2s.
83.
And this is exactly the kind of trouble he had with the double next
Game
door.
shot.
This time he finds a way. But can he find a way back into the match? Well, I'm not sure what's going on this time. Has Gary thought he'd broken again, or... There have been a few
91.
occasions in this match where Gary Anderson has miscounted. Mentioned the leaving of double 17 earlier on, the double 7 in that leg. He went for the 72 earlier on as well, and I'm not sure whether he misfired or miscounted when he hit the big 8 after hitting the 16. but he's also miscounted. How many legs have been played in the match?
140.
3 times. Or 4 times if you include the fact that he went to offer the handshake when Peter Wright got to 6.
140. 85. 99.
Despite all the fun and mathematical mistakes, Gary Anderson yet could fun and mathematical mistakes. Has the chance to break here. Oh, he's gone the treble 14 route. That's pretty audacious anyway.
72.
Worked out for Gary by the fact that he
72.
Worked out for Gary by the fact that he got 2 darts at double, but he's missed them both. Peter Wright has done it. He won the German Masters at the weekend, and he's a hot favourite in the final to pick up another title today. Wright wins the Battle of the World Cup winners Scotland 7-3 against Gary Anderson, who's looking in decent nick for his World Match Play defence. He'll be back tomorrow. Peter Wright will be back in the final. That will be on Stream 1, and you can move over to Stream 1 now.